Hi everyone, it is February 27th in my Zone 6B Western New York garden, and today and for the past few days we've been getting a little bit of a spring tease. The temperature has been a little bit warmer. It's been like in the 40s, which has felt amazing considering how cold it's been this winter. And today it feels like it's about 40 with some rain starting in less than an hour. So I really wanted to get out here and just see what's going on in my garden, check things out and share with you. So let's just take a little walk around and see what's going on in my garden, see what's looking beautiful and lovely. And I have my umbrella in hand in case it starts pouring down on me, but I really wanted to get out here and do this before March begins. I wanted to capture some February garden. And I also have my pruners here because I was thinking about clipping off some FORSYTHIA and forcing some blooms inside. So I do feel a little mist starting, so let's get started. Something that I'm finding particularly lovely in the month of February is the structure of my candy mint crabapple tree. You can see all of the branches and just really get a close-up look at the structure of the tree when it's not, in bloom and flowering. It also helps me to see where I might need to prune, when I start my pruning this year. So let's take a closer look. You can see that the branching is going in all different directions, and I do see a few different things that I can take care of this spring. Let me see if I can come in closer and show you. Let me just zoom up here because this looks like it probably is definitely an issue. You can see how those two branches are touching, and that is not a good thing for your tree. I might have to deal with that because I wouldn't want that to harm the overall long-term health of this tree. But you can see most of the berries have been eaten by our little birdies, and there's that green stuff that appears on trees, which I believe is called lichen. I believe it's a healthy thing for your tree, but look at the beautiful structure. Isn't that gorgeous? And I can see I have a garden friend trying to join me. Let's take a look here. Hi, Lucy. Lucy is going to be groomed today, aren't you, Lou? In about 45 minutes, your groomer's coming. The mobile groomer unit. Do you hear the birds? Hopefully my microphone can pick up some of the birds. They are out and they are singing a song today. But I just came over on the other side of this tree, and I can see that area that I was talking about where it's rubbing. Yeah, see that? We'll have to deal with that. And I'm guessing that I think the top branch would be the one that I would prune off. They're both considerable in thickness, but I think that might be the easier one to prune off. I don't know. I'll have to take a look with my husband when we decide to come out here and start our pruning, which technically I don't think we're going to be starting just yet because we have more snow in the forecast. So we do get these little days where, it feels like winter has ended, but we do have snow in the forecast for the next couple of days. So it's going to get wintry once again. I'm just coming down here and I wanted to check out my hellebore. See that beautiful new growth coming up? That's going to be gorgeous. I kind of planted these in the corner. It's just, the spot that I felt, I could plant them last year, but they're sort of hidden from view. I mean, I can come out and enjoy them, but they're kind of not in the best spot because they're just back here in this corner. Let me show you exactly where I am here. We just came from the candy mint crabapple, and here's my candy mint crabapple tree. And I just swung down here, and right in this corner is where I think I planted 2 or 3. There still might be some underneath the snow there, but look, we've got new growth, and that is super exciting. So when I start to do my pruning, hello, Lucy. So when I start to do my pruning, I can just clip off. This was last year's growth. Clip those off, and that'll be exciting to see those hellebore come up and bloom. And here I have 3 northern gold forsythia, and they will be blooming a beautiful yellow bloom when spring comes. And I thought it would be nice to try to force some of these inside. I've never done that before, but it seems pretty easy. So I think I'm going to, if you can see closely here, the best time to clip is when it's still dormant and I don't see any swelling of the buds yet. So I think this is a good time to clip. So I am just going to cut a few branches, and we will go inside later and put them in a vase with some warm water in a nice sunny spot, and hopefully I can get some forsythia blooms to add some extra joy during these last weeks of winter. I want to get a nice strong few branches. And you can see it's nice and healthy. You can see the green, but it's still in a dormant phase. So the bud, the nodes here, they have not started to swell up yet. So it's a perfect time to cut. Okay, this is what I clipped. You can see, like I said, it's still in a dormant phase. And I just clipped off a bunch. I also got this really big, this was kind of looked different than the rest. It was just a really strong branch with not much branching off the side yet. So we'll see how that one does. And it is starting to rain. So let me show you a few other things in my February garden before we head inside. I wanted to show you my winter sowing, and it was just covered in snow for several days, and everything melted in the last few days. So let's just take a peek inside and see if we can see anything. It should have enough, definitely enough moisture. You can see I'm wiping my finger, and that moisture's on the inside. So that is perfect, and it's going to be raining today, so that'll, provide some additional water for my jugs here. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how these are going to turn out. I did intend to do a few more, but I haven't gotten around to that yet, so not sure. I think it's getting close to when, in my zone, when it's sort of the limit for winter sowing, especially for things that need winter stratification, for cold stratification. I do have a few more seeds that I could plant that need cold stratification. So we'll see if I get around to that or not, but I just wanted to show you what my jugs are looking like. I also wanted to show you the birds are out and they're singing today, and there was just a few of them just sitting atop my Norway maple, my Crimson Century Norway maple tree, which that's looking pretty good. I hope it leaves out and looks a lot better this year. We shall see. On a beautiful site of my miscanthus grass. Oh, that looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Just gorgeous. Let's step up and take a closer look. You can see the raindrops just sitting gently on the reeds. This has grown quite a bit. Ivory Halo Red Twig Dogwood. Beautiful color, just beautiful. Look at that red. And the fact that it's got snow beneath it just makes that red color pop even more. Very beautiful. And just a quick tip, if you have an Ivory Halo Red Twig Dogwood that is not showcasing the red stems in the winter, that usually just means that you need to give it a hard prune. This is only a few years old, so this is still looking okay. But if you have your dogwood that's no longer red branched, give it a hard prune back, and that should take care of that issue, and you should be able to rejuvenate that color. It's so nice to see grass again. It's going to be going away soon because we're going to get some more snow, but it's just nice to see that grass. I just wanted to come and take a look at my Generous Gardener Climbing Rose. I'm liking the green color that I'm seeing. Most everything is looking intact. I'm so looking forward to this rose this year, and I'm hoping to get more roses. Let's just come over here and take a look at this is a crimson, nope, I'm not going to remember. It's a Japanese maple. It's a columnar Japanese maple that I got from Home Depot for a really good price. And this is really looking good. I did give it a scratch test, if you can see there, the other day, and it's alive and well. The only thing is, I guess this is the leader that's kind of come off to the side here, but I think when it was back at Home Depot, somebody gave it a little bit of a trim, because right here you can kind of see that it kind of branches off into both directions. So it might be a little bit wider than it is columnar. We'll have to see how it grows, but I am looking forward to that as well this year. It's the Twombly's Red Sentinel Japanese Maple. That's what it's called. I knew it would come to me at some point. It's been a while since I've, announced all my plant names, so I was a little rusty there, but it's the Twombly's Red Sentinel Japanese Maple. I also wanted to show you my bird feeder. I just filled it yesterday, and it wasn't filled for a few days when we were just covered with snow, and I was feeling so bad for our little birdies, even though I know that they survive, they find food. So as soon as the snow kind of cleared away, I came out and put more bird seed in, and I love getting the show of the birds right out this window here. It's just lovely. And I love that it's nestled into this hydrangea and also my candy mint crabapple tree here. I think I did also see some of my peonies coming up. Yes. Isn't that just a welcome sight? That bright red color. I love it. Let's check on our tulips. Okay, I have all these pots here filled with all different kinds of tulips that I'm just storing out in my shed here. I don't see anything just yet. I have not watered these much, so I almost feel like these might need a little bit of water. Oh, I do see, I think something's coming up back here. Is that a little something? Nope, just a little peeling. And I have my This is a clematis, a group 3 clematis. I have both of these pots overwintering in my shed here. This is a beautiful white clematis. And right over here I have my geranium. I had one red geranium from the summer, so I wanted to try to overwinter that. I ended up taking it, I had it root side down initially, and I ended up taking it, opening the bag up and putting the root outside of the bag because I had seen a couple of instructional videos, and I think that's the best way to do that, just so it can get some air circulation. So we'll see how that little project turns out, see if I can bring that back to life. And I also was overwintering a couple of asparagus fern as well. And these I think need some water. I should come back with some water. And I'll probably just use these in some containers this year if they survive. And those are just the few things that I have going on in my shed. So I have some beautiful hydrangeas. Look at how gorgeous they are. I didn't use all of them, and I never got around to making my Christmas planters. Life just got busy, but these are gorgeous. I also wanted to show you that I do have some pots, more pots of tulips in here that I potted up towards, it was kind of, oh gosh, may have been in January by the time I potted these up. I was really late with these, and it was so snowy outside that I never brought them out to my shed. So I hope these are going to do okay, because it is slightly warmer in my garage here. But it's up against a wall that is not heated. So hopefully these will start to sprout as well when the time is right. We are inside now, and I'm just going to be putting my forsythia in a vase. It started to snow outside, so I kind of had to cut the outside short, but we'll just conclude with just potting up or putting our forsythia in this vase here. I'm going to fill it with some lukewarm water, and I'm just going to arrange these branches in the vase, and then I'll be placing that vase in a nice, bright, sunny spot in my dining room, I think, and hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll see some beautiful yellow blooms that will, be a bright spot in these last few weeks of winter. Here is where I decided to place my forsythia. It's in my front dining room here. And don't you just love the structure of the bare branches? They're kind of just zigzagging in every direction. And I arranged them the best I could, and hopefully they will start to bloom for me in the next couple of weeks. I'll change out my water every few days and just keep an eye on things. And I think it'll be beautiful. I'll make sure to keep you posted. You can see now the rain has turned to snow, and I think it's supposed to be snowy like this for the next couple of days, so no more springtime. That's all for now in my February garden. I will see everyone very soon. Have a great day.